What's up, y'all? It's your boy, everybody's favorite stoner. Keep a fronto leaf full of Doja, J Harmony, and I'm back, baby. And I'm here to present to y'all another edition of Interview with an Artist, featuring my homie Holographic Children. You know what I'm saying? He's a part of the Wave Gang. Shout out to the Wave Gang. And we did this interview around the time he dropped his album, Party Hat. So that might have been like a little less than a year ago, you know what I mean? And we were in San Luis Obispo at the homie Daje's crib because we were shooting another video out there. I don't remember whose video it was, if it was mine or Frank's or Daje's or whatever. But yeah, we were out there, we were chilling. And he actually makes a cameo somewhere in the interview as well as Eris Amore. Shout out to baby girl. And yeah, man, this like I had this in the vote for a minute. So like I was like, you know what? I might as well just edit this together and put it out because you know the format's still like in the old format, like how I did it in the car and I did it, you know, wherever we were, that was where I was trying to do the interview. So this one, the way I'm redoing it now is a little different, you know what I'm saying? It's more through Zoom calls, it's more, you know, so it's more convenient. So, but I thought I shouldn't deprive y'all of this good interview because it's a really, really good interview. We talk about, you know what I'm saying, music, talk about video games, talk about him being from another country and coming here, you know what I'm saying? So it's a very, very good interview, man. So thank you guys for watching. I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe, like, comment, none of that, because if you mess with the content, you're gonna do that anyway. It's automatic. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And but before we get into the interview, hey yo Jay, tell them who's the illest, really though.
Remain the illest till these hating niggas kill me, bro. I don't think you niggas hear me though. Just speaking from the heart, I don't think you feel me though. Harmony's the illest, bitch, really though. Really though. Nah, like really though. Nah, bitch, really though. Really though. And you can't play me like these other clown niggas, don't be silly ho. Really though. Nah, bitch, really though. Bottle up my hate for the next writing session. So my next verse is nothing but ruthless aggression. But for the music, pretty girls weren't fond of me. Now my silver.
What's happening, y'all? It's your boy, everybody's favorite stoner, J Harmony, back in this bitch. Oh my god, and I'm so happy I get to do this interview again with the homie. What's up, shorty? Oh, I can actually show you who it is. This is my home. Can you tell me what your name is?
Eris Amore. You can look me up on the Eris Amore 1323.
Right? Yeah, her interview's coming too. I'm gonna get her interview in too. You know what I'm saying? I guess she didn't know we were doing the interview, but it's cool. It's
cool. So we have a guest.
Back out of here real quick.
For sure. We'll holla at you. But yeah, we're about to get into another interview, and I'm so happy I get to interview this guy because you know what I'm saying, like I love his art, I love his music, bro. This man is awesome. And just FYI, we did an interview before, but it fucked up, y'all.
Yeah.
So it set me back a little bit. So it's cool. So this is like basically like take two. You know what I mean? But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna. Y'all don't know what I asked him, so it's all new to you guys.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
it's still new to you guys. So.
I didn't even let him know your name. Let him know your name.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
so professional.
So I'm at the Holographic Children on Instagram. I go by the Holographic Children when it comes to my music. But you guys know me as Dark Ruffalo when you see me on Twitch, WGWWTV.
Yes. What was it? Kyle Scorsese? There you
Kyle
go.
Scorsese.
There you go,
that's
my
the nickname you gave me, yeah.
That was when I first met him too, when we did the, what was that, the PHS video?
PHS music video.
Yeah, that was was that the first time? That was the first time.
That was the first time I met you. Holy shit. How long ago was that? Like
4 years?
4 years?
Some
oh my
shit
God,
like that, man. See,
jeez.
that's why it's good that I get to do stuff like this, because like I said, I have known some of these people for a long fucking time, like 21. I haven't seen that interview yet, but I've known that guy for like 10 years. I was just talking to him about that, like, damn, that was 10 years ago, bro. Like, it's really been that fucking long since I knew you guys. That's fucking crazy. But yeah, we're gonna get into the interview just like I did with Frank, with Ashgod. It's gonna be the same thing. I'm asking him 5 or 6 questions because you know we have a different type of thing because he's not a rapper. So this is like the first time I'm doing somebody that's not within the hip hop sphere. So this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be cool. So let's get into the questions. Let's get it. Okay. So first question, I always ask the same one. What is the vibe of your music? The overall vibe.
I guess the vibe, there's a lot of psychedelic inspirations, you know? But I think the psychedelic part just came from me just experimenting with the guitar, not being so much influenced by psychedelic music.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I think it just naturally lends itself to that because it's more like just experimenting. you know. But you know, I'm a huge fan of hip hop as well. I'm a huge fan of like indie pop, and I've really broadened my musical taste. You know, especially now, like you could listen to anyone; no one's gonna judge you anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
You know,
I like
so
that.
I guess like you're gonna see a lot of like electronic influence. Sometimes like maybe heavy drums or 808s and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, overall, it's just part of this world I'm trying to create.
So let's summarize. So you said overall vibe is psychedelic.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good word. We'll
Yeah.
leave it at that. Pink Floyd, new Pink Floyd in the making. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Some nice abstract shit.
The other one I would say I'm heavily influenced by Andre 3000. So you're gonna see a lot of like his soul put into my music. Same thing with Frank Ocean. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I'm as strong of a singer as Frank Ocean, but like just the way he creates music is so, I guess, vulnerable and intimate.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm trying to achieve, kind of like a fun, intimate, like, you know, like I want to achieve more, for you to feel multiple things in just one song. So.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
You pick two very good examples of soul in artists like Frank Ocean and Andre 3000. Definitely.
Yeah.
And those are two very good examples of soulful artists, especially Frank Ocean, because his music is real deep. It definitely takes you on a journey when you listen to his music. So I can agree with that. Next question is what do you think your strongest asset is as an artist?
Well, with our last interview, like I was saying, I said I was drawing, and I still stand by that, you know?
Yeah, it's still good.
But I guess now that I think about it, it's really my imagination. Because, like, a lot of where my music comes from, like, just me kind of escaping into my own little, like, world, you know?
Yes.
So, and, like...
You're preaching to the choir right now.
Yeah, and I also believe that, like, your imagination, like, people could practice in their heads and still produce some type of result.
Right, yeah.
You know, that's what I do for Super Smash, because I don't have a Switch, so I'm just, like... doing this, you know?
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure it out as I go.
Yeah.
I feel that, man. I can't play Smash for shit, so.
No?
No, man. I didn't have any Nintendo systems growing up, so.
Me neither, man. I was a PlayStation guy, but even then, like, it wasn't until I was 11 since I got one. I know a lot of people from where I grew up was like just everyone had one, you know.
Right. Oh, you did tell me that story when we first did the interview. You was telling me about it when we were when I asked you about video games. We'll get to that because I'm gonna ask a question about video games. So we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll cross that bridge. So you say your strongest asset is drawing and your imagination. That might have been my answer too if someone asked me that. Like my imagination, man, because I like being able to explore not just you know what I'm saying like my real life or I went to work today. It's like I can create my own universe. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I could tell with the stone face like mask and persona that you have, and I feel like it is different from when you do your J Harmony shit to when you do your stone face shit. You know, like I could tell that there's this extra layer of like it's almost like what actors do when they like prepare for a role. They assume that character. You know?
Yes, absolutely, man. That's I always got to thank MF Doom. I gotta say that, but that character is not so serious.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like that's like my side where I'm just being fun.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So it's not we'll get to my interview. Eventually. I don't want to talk about me. So let's get to the next question. This is so your summary was imagination.
Okay,
there you go. Always want to summarize. You know, like I said.
Imagination.
I wish I knew how to edit. I would definitely put the rainbow there. That's
you see that from SpongeBob, man?
Of course, man. I'm a 90s baby. I watched SpongeBob from the first episode, B. For sure. Okay. The next question. Which era, if you can make music in any era, what era would you think?
Yeah, so still my answer is going to be the same, actually. It is now, because, like, and I understand, like, there's some, people want to pay homage to, like, past eras, and definitely, like, some people are kind of, like, born out of their time, But I feel like for me, a lot of my creativity does come from the resources, and we're like more connected than ever,
I can agree with that. I feel that. Yeah. Now that I think about it, like, what you saying that, it's like thinking to, cause I think I told you I was like, probably being in the 80s probably been cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being a soul singer in the 70s or something like that. But
Yeah.
then it's like, I'm thinking like, now it's 2021. I have all that as inspiration.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's actually kind of cool. I like that.
And I don't know about you, like sometimes too, for me when I make music, I feel like I always think what's gonna be the next thing, you know, like because you've looked at all these like genres, and they claim punk's dead and stuff like that, but it's not dead. Like have more subgenres now.
Right. Exactly.
But as an artist, like I'm sure you want to be like always reinventing yourself or pushing some type of boundary, you know, like
Right.
because you want to come out with that new thing that people will still accept as like familiar.
Right. I can feel, man, that might be the thing that's missing, that's not making me famous or anything, because like, or at least like this at this point in my life, I like making music that makes me feel good and that I just have fun with. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to be like I wanted to be just good. I just wanted to be good at music. Just now it's just like, man, I just want to make stuff that makes me feel good when I hear it myself. Yeah. And I hope other people can latch on to this as well and like find something within this, like the way that I do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I agree with that. I can definitely say I changed my answer now. I would definitely make music now too.
Yeah.
It's definitely, man, because I don't know what I would do if I didn't have like those people inspiring me, you know what I'm saying, and making me want to do these things. So that's a good answer. I should ask you this one before I ask you the other question. Who do you think wouldn't like your music?
Wouldn't like my music? I guess people who don't want to branch out of their comfort zone, and not to say that I'm so out there or edgy, you know, like I still like have a lot of roots in like traditional like pop and type of music. But I guess like people who are overly way too critical sometimes, because like I see myself kind of like as a lo-fi artist, you know, completely like homemade DIY. So I guess if you're looking for that, I mean, I'm trying to get there, and I feel like I get close to like a polished studio sound. But I personally like the like blemishes and like sometimes rawness of tracks. You know, if it's overly processed, I don't like that.
Yeah.
And I guess like if you listen to just a certain type of genre like country or something, you might not give it a shot. So.
Right. Okay. So if you could summarize it, who you say wouldn't like your music? Like people that don't want to get out of their comfort zone, like people who are like stuck on whatever, like you said, whatever it is, trap, country, whatever it is. I can feel that. I can feel that. That's like not open minded. But you said something like weird, because I was watching the MF Doom interview not too long ago, and he was talking about what you're saying, like about like how you said with the lo-fi sound and it having that element of grittiness to it and not so polished, and like it gives it atmosphere kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like it's not just like a big polished beat that just sounds big. It's just like, no, this is like atmospheric. It's like to put you in a certain space when you hear it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
like they're trying to express their feeling, what they're feeling at the moment, their message. And like I don't know if you know Death Grips. I always talk about them.
I can't say I know.
So they're from Sacramento. They combine like hip hop, punk, electronic, hardcore metal, all together, and it's just craziness.
Wow.
And the guy is just like, the way he raps is just basically just yelling, "Rah!" You know, but it's just so raw and real. Like when I first heard it, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
My friends were listening to it. They're a little bit younger than I am. It's like, I don't know, guys.
And that's always to make you not like it too.
You know what clicked though? My friend told me this really fucked up like story that happened to like one of their friend's dad when he was in college, right? I don't want to get into that because that's like horrific.
Yeah, of course.
But it made me think of like Death Grips is all about the deep web.
Wow.
Yeah, and how about like the character MC Riot is like a product of like the internet, and he's seeing like trash in the internet and stuff like that. So it's all kind of like psycho, schizophrenic.
Wow.
So like after I heard that story, I was listening to Death Grips nonstop.
Yeah,
it's
it
like,
gives it a context now.
Yeah.
There's a context to it now. It's like, okay, now I get it.
Yes.
I understand that. That's cool, man. Yeah. That sounds interesting. Just a little mix that you mentioned. That sounds interesting, bro. Like you said, hip hop's like electronic punk.
Yeah.
And like metal. Wow.
And then they're like combining. They would sample Bjork. I don't know Bjork.
Yeah, I know Bjork.
Yeah, they had an album where like so many of their samples was from her. It's just like they're just out there, man.
That's That's interesting, man. That sounds very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna have to check that
You
out.
should.
Bro.
You should.
Absolutely, man. That sounds cool. Okay, I can ask you this one. Have you ever written a song for or about a girl?
Yeah, I have. There's plenty. There's plenty, you know.
If yes, how do you regret any of them that you wrote? Or, like, not regret making the song, but regret that you might have, like, I shouldn't have gave her my feelings like that. I should have wrote about her like that in that song. I should have gave that for a girl I really, that's really down for me.
Yeah.
Or anything like that.
I think that when I started writing music, it's all love songs, you know, and that was in high school, and they were like the cringiest shit. So cringy. I was
What
like,
age? What age can you say?
I was like 14.
What the fuck do you know about love at 14, B?
Right. That's why, like, my lyrics, like, what was it, like, you have a pretty smile and cute facial expression.
Oh my god. Okay, that's just cringy, man.
It's cringe as fuck,
That
but
is
you know
very
what?
cringy.
Like, I've shown people have critiqued my work throughout the years, and I've actually, like, grown to love that.
Yeah.
Because it gives me feedback and that
Yeah.
people don't usually give you.
Right.
And as far as, like, writing these, like, love songs, eventually I kind of branched out where I feel like that was my starting point. You know, that's how I learned. So it gave me kind of, like, at least a theme to write about.
Right.
And then over time when I would write a song about someone, it's not so much, I feel like it's almost like a study of that person more than, like, you know, like, I have love for this person. You know, like, I don't necessarily understand her, but I'm trying to with this song, I guess.
Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Yeah, at least how I see her. And, like, since I've made cringy songs and I've shown people, I've gotten, like, a thick skin showing people, like,
Yeah.
I love showing people sometimes things that aren't polished yet, that sounds like shit. Because, like, I feel like that's, like, a skill of being able to, like, share your flaws, I guess.
You're right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think it also, like, sets it up to where, like, if there's something there, they can hear it through the shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, no, that sounds good. Like, if you just fix this part right here, that would be good.
Exactly, yeah.
No, I mean, yeah. That's always good to have someone that'll actually give you an actual critique and not just be like, oh, yeah, sounds good. So that always helps, man. I appreciate people that actually do that. Because, you know, there's a lot of people out here that can't rap that think they can because people just be like, oh, yeah, that's good. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, we all need to hear the truth, man.
Exactly.
Myself, all of us need to hear the truth, man.
And don't let it discourage you. Use it to, like,
No.
inform you where your direction's going to be at now, you know? Like,
I said I wasn't gonna make it by myself, but I'll just say it really quickly. That's the reason I started getting better rapping, because the first thing I ever did, someone told me I was garbage. Like, you're the only one in the group that's garbage. You know what I'm saying? You're the only one. And then I was like, oh yeah, okay.
But now you're cold as fuck, man.
That's like I said, that's why I became good. That's why at least, you know what I'm saying, decent. You know what I'm saying? It's because someone told me that I couldn't do it or that I shouldn't do it. So yeah. We need critique. So next question. Is there an instrument? My bad, y'all. I'm high.
Yeah.
Is there an instrument you want to learn how to play?
I mean, I guess the odd one that I told you about, this is theremin. That weird, like, you plug it in and it makes weird sounds.
I want y'all to look that up. What he just said, I don't know how to spell it.
Theremin.
That shit is cool, bro. Like, he's not even touching it, and it's making a sound. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, it just has his hand going.
Yeah, it sounds like a synth that you would have on your keyboard, but it's like it's an instrument. So it's like it's fucking awesome.
It's very sci-fi in a way, you know. It's just like you're pulling on this, like, invisible electric thing or magnetic thing, I guess, and somehow you're able to make music. And sometimes it sounds like someone singing almost, you know.
It does.
Yeah.
It did. Like, he showed me a video of it, and it did sound like a
Yeah.
It kind of did, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's cool. So you said that there is any other instrument that you think?
Yeah. So I tried learning the violin. I'm pretty sure
It's discipline, right?
it does. Yeah. And I'm a believer that anyone can learn anything if they want to. And sometimes you just have to be happy with, like, how far you got with it, you know. But the violin, man, that's because, like, that's one of the instruments where you play it and you suck at it, no one wants to hear you, and they would tell you, you know. It's like, give up.
Right,
Please
just
give
stop,
up.
bro.
Return your rental right now, you know.
Especially someone that went to school for the shit. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
actually knows how to play it. You know what I'm saying? Took music theory and all that. So, okay. I think I forgot if I said it on the last one. Like the one I think like the xylophone would be a good just out the blue
Xylophone, yeah.
instrument to learn to just know how to play. I was like that, and the what was the other thing I said?
I think you said saxophone, right?
The sax, but you know, of course we all know the sax. But I said the harp.
The harp.
There you go. I was
Yes.
like, knowing how to play the harp, that would be fucking awesome. That would be magical. That would be fucking cool. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, I can't play any instruments because, like I said, it takes a lot of discipline to be able to do that shit. That's why I appreciate this guy, because he can play more than one instrument. So, and I know it took a lot of okay, I'm gonna sit down and play this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. Yeah, I guess I could ask you about that. We can get back into the video games.
Oh yeah.
Is there any video game that you play or that you love that most people would consider a bad game, but you enjoy it?
Yeah, actually, I thought about this more because you asked me this last time, and I have a better answer. And this is a game called Final Fantasy VIII. The thing is, it's not like for the Final Fantasy fans, they consider that the weakest. A lot of people hate it. They feel like it's a chore playing the game.
Yeah.
You know? But
it's a grind.
It's a grind, yeah. And the way it is, like, compared to other Final Fantasies, it's just like, yeah, it is kind of like annoying with what you have to switch between characters and stuff like that. And then like the story was all right, and then it sucked.
It was alright, and then it sucked.
Yeah. Well, I'm supposed to believe that these like 17-year-olds are like part of a mercenary. You know, they're all orphans, and so it's like that kind of like anime storytelling that gets convoluted for no reason, but it feels like a 13-year-old wrote it, you know?
Yeah.
So like
it's a cartoon at the end.
Yeah, I would admit all of its faults, but that was like part of my childhood when I was playing it. When I hear the music, it brings back all the nostalgia. Yeah. You know, that like I can't help but like just love the game.
Yeah, okay. You know, like, I think we all have those little games, like people that like playing video games and shit. Like we all have those games that like we all know the game sucks, but we still enjoy it. Like mine, I think I told you was like Def Jam Icon.
Yeah.
The game that came after Fight for New York. I was like, it sucks, but I like playing it. I just like playing it sometimes. It's actually kind of cool. I actually like it. So yeah, that's why I asked that question. Oh yeah, and then I think the other question was about was it about that? Oh no, it was a different question. Okay, so I can ask you. Okay, what type of rock star would you be?
Okay.
If you made it famous.
Man, if I made it famous, because like
there's categories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got Ozzy. You know what I'm saying? You got Gigi Allen.
Yeah.
You got what's the bro name from The Doors? What was his name? John Morrison.
Yeah.
John Morrison. Yeah. You got levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Then you have Paul McCartney. You know what I'm saying? Shot type shit. So which one do you think that you would be? Not exactly how you want to be. But if you just got that fame, how do you think you would handle it?
Now that I'm a little older, I think I'll be wiser, you know? I still want to experience the fun shit, but, like, I think I also want more stability in my life.
Absolutely.
But, you know, it would be nice to get some recognition, so, like, I guess I want to be mysterious, like a Prince type, you know? But, you know, you hear stories about him, but, like, at the same time, you don't know much about him. But then when he comes out with, like art, the people are talking about it, you know?
Yeah.
So that'd be nice. I guess I just want to focus more on the work, you know, and like the experience I want to give people and be more mindful. Because like, especially with, I don't know, I think like with the different movements happening now, you do have to be more like thoughtful about your power.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man. You got the thought police out there now, bro. Niggas got Twitter fingers. They'll end your shit in a day, bro. It'll be over for you. So I can feel that.
And I value my privacy a lot.
Me too, man.
You know, so I don't want to walk down and be like harassed by people. But I want to know if like I've been able to help someone, you know, if they're like, oh my God, like during the times when I was like depressed, like I listened to you. Like that would be nice, you know.
Yeah. Can I throw something at you right quick a little bit? Like about that. About like, do you think like if like you were like a rock star and like do you think it would get old, people saying that to you, like because you're a rock star, you know, a lot of people are coming to you and tell you like that your music got them through stuff. They got, you made me want to do this art. You made me want to do this. Do you think if people said that to you too much that you would get annoyed by it? Not annoyed, but just it would mean less to you.
I could see
the more
that.
people say it.
I could see that because then you start to feel like, well, everyone's just saying that, you know. So I could definitely see that, you know.
That was off the top question because I literally thought that myself.
Yeah.
Like if a whole bunch of people tell me they inspire me, will I eventually just be like, okay, that's cool. That's good. Instead of like, you know, now if someone told me that, I'd be like, yo, that's fucking cool, man. That's awesome. And I actually got you to want to do the same thing or whatever it is. You know? Like.
Yeah, I have heard someone mention this before, like during an interview. I forgot who it was. I think it's just like a YouTuber. That like most people, especially when they watch your content, like you probably have helped them out. And the thing is, you're actually never gonna know. So there's also that. You know, like there's people. Yes, you convinced.
No, just because like I always say like sometimes you can hear someone's influence in their art. You can see it. You can kind of get little glimpses of it. Like, oh, that sounds like, or that looks like something that this person would do. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. I see your point. But
you know, we have YouTube now. It's another way. Like just like how you said, like back in like with Prince, it's like there's only so many people that actually met and know Prince. So like you said, it's a lot of stories. It's not a lot of like like hearsay. It's like, no, I met Prince and this is what happened. So
yeah, and like for me, I guess I'm so jaded with a lot of things, anyways. That rockstar, what does that even mean anymore? Yeah, you know, and like that's just a title, which like I could be happy now, and you know, it's like because at the same time, you could be that one day and still lose that.
Facts.
You know, if you attach yourself to that idea too much, you might miss a lot of like what's important.
Right.
And for me, I feel like I have an ego. Like sometimes it can be huge, and I always have to like, so that I do less harm to myself and others. I have to like, kind of like, grow up through that. You know.
Yeah, I can feel that. I agree. I just thought that was an interesting question.
Like, it is, man. You know, it makes me think.
No, well, just because, like, a lot of, like I said, I think I said it on the last one. A lot of people will lie if you just ask them. They're like, oh, I'll be like this, I'll be like that. I'm like, no, what do you honestly think that, with your nature, what type of person do you think you would be? Like, would you be responsible, or would you just, like, be fucking all of everything off that you've earned? Like,
to be honest, I think let's say if I make a lot of money suddenly, the first thing I'm going to do is, like, look at my parents, make sure that they're set.
Of course.
Buy them a business, because I feel like that's the important thing. Like, you never know if you like our industry, you never know how long you're gonna have like your career for. The smart people like Killer Mike, you know, he bought barbershops and stuff like that. People get into apparel and stuff like that, but just, you know, like make jobs for other people too. You know?
Absolutely. I always wanted to do something, at least, like, I always wanted to do something like that for, like, the kids, though.
Yeah.
I always wanted to do something for the kids as far as, like, rapping or whatever. Just, like, anything with the arts. It's, like, you know, like, I always felt like, as an artist, there's not really a chosen path for us.
Exactly.
You know, like, a lot of people that make it, they learn as they go. A lot of people have plans, a lot of people don't. Some people just actually get lucky. So it's, like, that's why I said I want to actually have something where we can actually try to manifest some of those dreams for people. You know what I mean? Like, actually give them a lane. Like how, like, if you want to be a doctor, there's already a lane for you. You know, there's already, like, things that you can do to become a doctor. So
exactly,
I like that. That's cool. Okay. I can just ask you one more, because we have been going for a nice little time. We probably have been going for a little while. Okay. How do you want to be remembered? What do you want your legacy to be as an artist?
Yeah, so the last time I answered this, I was talking about how, like, you know, for me, I'm the type of person who wants to see the truth, you know?
So is there a way that you can just like record like where you're just like recording?
So I guess like there's been times when I feel like I've experienced time in an infinite way. You know, it took some psychedelics.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and like I'm someone who's thought about my mortality a lot. You know, because I do think about what's gonna happen when I die. What am I gonna leave behind?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, but like at the same time, when I'm dead, I'm not gonna think about that anymore.
Of course.
And the way history works is over, like years
You just
will,
win sound.
you know,
That's
like
pre-recorded sound.
time is infinite
Well,
the
no,
way I
but
see
wanted
it.
to-
Right, yeah.
And we'll just get buried in time and in
Absolutely.
So eventually we will be
Yeah.
forgotten, you know, like we remember pharaohs and stuff like that because they built monuments. Like
Right.
even if we're rappers and musicians,
Yes.
like are we gonna build statues like that really? Like maybe in a museum.
Yeah, well, who knows, bro?
Yeah.
Can I scoot you guys inside real quick so we can get this B-roll real quick?
Oh,
We're
okay.
almost done.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah,
Let's just get
2 more seconds.
Yeah,
2 more seconds.
Yeah, you go for it.
So I guess the last thing I want to say is just like, instead of thinking of what I'm going to leave behind, I just want to be understood, you know? And just to focus on, like, you know, I still have a long way to go in my journey.
Right.
And I feel like there's a lot of people I want to reach. And it's got to start with, like, family first, you know? Like, build those connections.
Right.
And I think the people who are going to remember me are the ones who I do keep close, you know? So, like, as long as they understand me and I could communicate that, you know, I think I'm set. Like, I don't need to be, because I'll be dead, man. I don't know what.
Yeah, you can. That's why I think I said that before. Like, you can't really control what people think about you when you leave.
Yeah.
You can't really control that. I was just thinking, like, you know what I'm saying, musically, like, oh, like, I want to be remembered as this guy. As
Yeah.
you was just like, yeah, I just want to be understood. That's actually pretty deep, bro.
Yeah.
That's actually some deep shit. That's cool. So for sure, I guess.
Yeah,
well, I
man.
guess we've been booted out of the
man.
studio, out of our outside studio. So I
Ran
guess
out
it's
of
time
time.
to go. But it's cool. So let them know where they can find your music at.
Yeah, you guys can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all the major platforms. The Holographic Children, at the Holographic Children on IG, and of course follow the Wave Gang. Follow Stoneface right here,
Jay with the dreads on Instagram.
Follow Lil Wasp.
Lil Wasp.
E-Fray Photography, shooting a music
Yeah,
video
I'm
for
gonna get
Lil
his
Wasp
too.
right now. So.
I'm gonna get his too. Oh yeah, let E get his little.
Good. How you doing?
Yeah,
How you doing?
For sure.
Yes, sir.
All right.
But yeah, well, I'm gonna see you guys on the next one, man. Wait, is there anything you need to plug right fast that you wanna?
Oh yeah, just our Twitch channel as well, WGWWTV. Like I said, at Zanny DeVito, Medium 37 Frank, Stay Gold 11. Follow all those guys.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's really good at.
Yes, indeed.
You're really good at doing that.
It's not my
Name drop,
first
bro.
rodeo,
He
man.
might have worked for Fox News. that was a good plug. And Jay, what's your at?
Mine is at Jay with the dreads.
At
on
Jay with the
Instagram.
dress. What's your YouTube channel? Because
My
Yeah,
YouTube channel is Jay with the Alien. I mean Jay the Alien. Jay with the Alien. It's Jay the Alien. JAETHEJAE. There you go. Whatever. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. But yeah, well, I guess I'll see you guys next time. It's probably be one of these people. The next time I do an interview. So I'll see you guys next time. It's Holographic Children, J
On the
Harmony.
patio, smoking granddaddy bumping classics, bro. Vibing, imagining I'm on the island, champagne by the gallon, drunk dialing to my ex shorty. I know you got no love left for me, don't wanna waste breath on me. Missing how your titties taste. Can you spare a breath for me? Titty for my thoughts.